Hey everybody, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm sitting in my truck, if you're wondering. My son is in this golf camp, little 3-year-old son of mine. He wants to play all sorts of sports. He's in this golf camp, so I'm sitting in my truck. It's probably a little echoey in here, but I wanted to take this time while I'm waiting for him to first of all sit in the air conditioning because it's hotter than the devil's butt crack right now here in Michigan. It's super humid, and make a video because I just got a roll of TMax back from the camera lab. I was going to develop it myself and I've been too busy, so I sent it out for development and I got it back, and I want to tell you some thoughts. I want to walk you through some of the photos, if you will. But before I do that, I got to say to you guys that I'm really falling more and more in love with film. I have been for a long time. The only thing I don't like about it is, well, two things. One, if I'm making a mistake or something wrong, I don't know about it until it's too late. It happens less and less now that I've shot a lot. And two, it costs a lot of money actually, if you do this on a repeated basis. And it takes a while to get the photos back, right? Unless you develop it at home and scan it at home. So some of the instant gratification problems that I'm the first generation, by the way, or first year of a millennial. So that's a problem that we have. Gotta stay hydrated out here. It's my company, by the way, so I work for. I don't know if I should be advertising them or not, but I am. Okay, the story of a roll. This is Kodak TMax 400. This roll consists of 3 different locations, and maybe I'm more excited than you guys will be, but this is what I love. My 2 favorite black and white films are not Tri-X or HB5 or whatever. I know they're beautiful, they're grainy, they're gritty, and I do like them a lot actually. But my favorite black and white films are actually TMax, and then the C41 developed XP2 by Ilford. They just have a real smooth look to them, and I really like that. I've shot HP5, I've shot Tri-X. I think I shot it wrong. I think I need to overexpose it a lot more, and I didn't like the way it looked. It looked kind of just a little too muddy for me. Anyways, nonetheless, let's walk through some pictures. You guys in the comment section below, let me know what you think. Do you love shooting film? Do you love TMax? Are these photos any good? And all of these were shot on this Canon AE-1 right here, and the 50-1.8, the basic one, the 50-1.8 SC. Super coated? Slime coated? I don't know. Anyways, everything with this. And that's what actually I like about this. It's so simple. It's just focus on your subject. You set your exposure for the scene you're in. It's one lens, one camera, you know, fire, and go another one. And it's my favorite. Okay, into the photos. I feel like I'm Dan Milner right now. I'm kind of giving that same vibe. The first location is at my father-in-law's house on the boat. We had some dinner. Went out on the boat a little bit. But I got some photos that I kind of like. So the first one I'm going to show you is my son here running through the sprinkler. It's just one of those shots where, you know, you kind of catch him in the moment. I think that's really cool. It's a lot of fun. And I like the way it looks. I like the contrast here. Next photo you guys are going to see right now is of my baby daughter Vera with my oldest daughter's friend. And again, it's the grain, it's the rendering. I like how she stands out and pops out like real bright, but the background's dark. I like that photo. Third photo is my son in the life vest. I can't get these tones. It's really hard to get these tones out of digital. And I think this is really cool. He's a little ham, that little guy. Let's see, fourth photo. This photo's of my daughter Vera in her life jacket. These old lenses don't do well with lens flare, right? And you can see the lens flare is kind of washing this out, but it has a real vintage vibe to it. So I like it. Next photo, my wife and my daughter. Again, this is what I love about TMax. This photo is super clean for film, and it has that like vintage bokeh in the background. I really like it. I really like it. And I gotta tell you guys, some of these photos, even though it's a 400 speed film, I shoot it at like, what did I have this set at? It's still set there. I think I had it set at like around 300. So it's overexposed by about a stop or stop and a half. Next photo is my brother-in-law and his son hanging out on the boat. I just kind of liked it as a little portrait. They're really into boating. That's something they're into, so I liked it a lot. Let's see, next photo of my son. He's in his vest. I think this one's a little bit muddier if you look at it, and there's a couple more later as I go into this. I think they get muddy when they're underexposed. And so I think that's what happened here. This is underexposed in the development process. It just looks a little bit muddy. Next photo, the kids sitting on the boat or on the table, of course, on their phones. Drives me absolutely nuts, although I'm probably no better. But it's just, you can see my one son doesn't really care. He's not really interested in what they're into. He can't see it. And then the other preteens are all into what's going on the phone. Yeah. Next photo, my daughter Vera. I just, again, I love the tones. I just love TMax. It's my favorite thing. I don't want to show you guys that one. Okay, a little in between, I met my buddy Ryan. I wanted to do a couple portraits just to see how clean it looked, right? And I took these two photos. He might kill me for putting this up. He might even watch it. I don't know. But I could totally shoot this on a paid gig, or maybe even just for fun for somebody as a family, and I would be more than happy to deliver these. I think these are fantastic. I love the way these look. All right, next location, second location is the Armada Fair in Michigan. If you guys are from Michigan, you know it. If you're not, it's a fair. And then a kind of a, I don't want to be offensive. It's in a up north town, and they do this like monster truck show. Totally not safe. There's like barely any guardrails there. If the monster truck lost control, they have these things to shut them down, but it might be too late by then. We were sitting in the front row. It's pretty crazy. Nonetheless, first shot here is kind of the setup. I like the composition on this. You guys may or not, but from left to right, it's got the cars, then the Ferris wheel in the middle, and then the trailer in the back that they're going to eventually run through. I'll show you guys that in a second. I like it. I like the photo. Next photo, I wanted, if you guys can see the theme here, I tried catching the monster trucks in action for these, and this was perfect. This monster truck was going over these cars trying to do a wheelie stand. I caught it right at the peak time. What's fun about this, what made it like a super point and shoot, like street photographers do, I set to infinity focus. I set the exposure, I think I was at f5.6 or something like that. All I had to do was focus on framing it up. That's it. Just frame it up and hit the timing. There was no, did it get focused? Did it not? I already set focus. And I love that about shooting my Leica when I had it. And I like shooting this film camera like that. Next photo is my dad. He put the kids' earmuffs on to be funny. I think this came out really, really clean, and I really like the way this came out. Not that it's a great photo of them, but the tones, I mean, you're gonna hear me say tones a lot. You should take a shot every time I say tones. All right, next photo. Try getting this driver coming by in this Tough Enough truck. It's okay. We'll skip past it. Again, lined up. Look how close we are. Two legit full-size monster trucks right there. It just, you know, showing you the size and how close they were. The railing's in the way. I don't like that. If I could have stood up, I will. So not a great photo. All right, next photo. This monster truck is one of those like amateur monster trucks that like somebody might build in their next door neighbor might build. Again, caught it. I just like how I did the left to right thing. It's kind of leading you like through the photo. So I think the composition's okay here. Again, not a fantastic photo, but I think it works. Next photo, monster truck doing a wheelie. I'll skip that one for you guys. Okay. Here is a little bit darker now. You can see I changed my exposure settings a little bit, but the film I think was still underexposed a little bit. And you'll see this is the trailer that's being picked up and moved away. You can see in the background it's destroyed, and it's being hauled away by a big forklift. I just thought that was cool to kind of capture that. Again, I love the tonality in this, a lot of high contrast. I didn't edit these, by the way. All I did was straighten them, so that's about all I did. Now this next photo might be one of my favorites that I took. It's perfectly placed. The monster truck's in the bottom left corner doing a wheelie, and it leads you into the Ferris wheel that's right there in the the middle right portion of the photo. A lot of negative space up top. I like that. But what I really like about this photo is the lighting on the destroyed camper. It just, to me, this is one of those photos where you look at it for a minute, you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Not toot my own horn. I just like this photo a lot. Okay, next photo. Water break. Caught this truck perfectly midair. Again, I tried to use negative space, keeping the crushed cars at the bottom, the monster truck being the focal point, and then a bunch of negative space in the sky. I think this works. I like it. And then finally, the last photo, I caught this monster truck midair. He's airing it out. It was super cool. Again, we're that close. That's a 50. I'm not shooting this with a long lens. That's a 50. And that thing's ripping like that right in front of us. I think this was underexposed as well. You can tell the tones kind of changed a little bit. So I think that's really, really cool. All right, finally, last location as I go through this is up north at my cottage. This picture with this apple tree on the left and the deer on the right, I tried to kind of set it up so it showed that, like the apple tree's here, the deer's here. The photo I tried to get was this deer right before I took the photo. It was on its hind legs grabbing apples out of the tree. And as soon as I rolled up, naturally it got a little spooked and stopped and looked at me and got off its hind legs. I didn't catch it, but I still thought the deer on the right, the tree on the left, it told a little story maybe. I then took another photo of that deer. Again, the lighting here, right? The light was right on it, the sun was coming down. And I thought that it looked kind of cool, just as like a lot of space and there's a little deer in the middle. You guys might not think it's a good photo. It's not great. It's okay, but I think it kind of works. I then hopped in the side-by-side. My dad has a side-by-side. And, sorry. It's got a message. See? Phones are bad. And I wanted to take some beach shots to finish the roll-off. What I was really kind of going for was that golden hour, and I was trying to understand how to expose for backlighting. Now this one's not a good example, but this photo's okay. I tried to do some like foreground, midground, background stuff. I don't think it really works. It's forgettable for sure. These next two at the chairs. I'll show you the photo as it is, but I think if I was going to do this, I'd crop it a little bit. What throws this photo off is I like the three chairs, is the reflection off the water on the left. I wasn't really aware of that. And it's distracting. So what could have been a kind of a cool minimalistic photo is a little bit ruined with that reflection. So, it's okay. Next photo is I took one of those chairs, and again, I tried to layer, right? So bottom right corner, I have the beach chair. In the middle, I have this big metal slide. It's been there forever. I'm 36. It's been there since I was a baby. It's been there, I think, at least 40 years old. Has to be. And then the swimming platform out on the left. I tried to kind of walk you diagonally through the photo. I don't think I truly achieved that here, but that's what I was going for, so it is what it is. And then next there was a fishing boat just off to the way. I tried to, again, use some space. I tried to take that fishing boat and have the line guide you into the photo, like into what's going on. It doesn't really work. That pole that's in the background kind of throws it off, and it seems like all the action is happening on the left side of the screen, so it's okay. I don't think I would frame this, that's for sure. And then, let's see. I tried doing my best William Verbeek impression and taking a photo of a random, pump house. Tones are cool. It's okay photo. I don't know. Whatever. And then finally, I thought it was kind of cool to try and shoot this black, contrasty photo with the I'm proud to be an American sticker, which we're in the middle of some heated politics right now in this country, as you know. So I just thought, that'd be kind of cool. I made sure not to cut the door off, which I achieved. And what I was really practicing here was metering for the subject and letting the background blow out. You can see the beach playhouse in the background. Yeah, it's an okay photo. Nothing special there, but that's what it was. And that's it. That's the roll of film. I showed you the good ones, showed you the bad ones. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. If I can get better, if I can find out how to develop this and do this on a regular basis, I could really see myself shooting a lot more film. Problem is, they charge me a lot to develop that. I got to find a different place to do it. I'm not going to pay that every single time. And then, once you're shooting black and white, you're shooting black and white. You're not done shooting black and white until the roll's finished, unless you carry two cameras, which is a pain in the butt as well. So I'm going to be rolling up. I'm going to do this every once in a while. The story of a roll film for you guys if you enjoy this. Next for me is Kodak Ultramax. It's outside of the box, but we're going to shoot some of this next. I'm going to load it up in the camera, and I'll show you guys. I shot Ultramax once. I like the colors. They're punchy. And my local drugstore next down the street has 3-packs of these for like 20 bucks or something. So not so bad. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. What do you think? Do you love shooting film? Have you shot film? Do you like it? There's very few cameras, and any cameras I've shot really that get to that black and white film feel that I really like, except I did find something in my Olympus that is kind of cool. I'll show you guys in a future video. It's got its pros and cons. And when I had my Fuji, I had an acro setting that was tweaked, that I liked that as well too. I thought that was a really cool black and white film simulation. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this. I know it's a lot of rambling, just talking through my photos. I like to share with you guys. This is not a channel that's gonna sell out to some kind of big things. I'm not big enough. I don't wanna be big enough. I don't care. I just wanna have people on this channel that follow me that I can talk with and talk photo stuff. Many of you guys already have connected with me on Instagram and talk with me through DMs, and I love that. So if you want, go find me on Instagram. I love talking cameras. I love talking gear. I love talking about film. I like asking people that are better than me, which is majority of you. And I like understanding, you know, how to do stuff. I'm here to learn. So go find me on Instagram, and it's Eric R. Jennings, all one word, ERICRJENNINGS, and I'm on Instagram. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna load this up. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. There we go.